Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's had a wonderful week as we begin the month of May. It just seems like 5 minutes ago that we were going through April. I guess time flies when you're living and writing more poems in one writing and posting more poems in 1 month than you do most of the year. Anyway, this week's poem comes from a prompt from the poet and writer Lisa Vicious. It was after she followed me, I took a look at her feed and came across the prompt to imagine myself from the perspective of a book. I initially wrote the piece in the wee hours of the morning, posted it to her interactive post as a comment, but I decided I like this one enough to take it back for myself. And it goes something like this. I'm a story of resilience. It could have ended at the start, a novella of prematurity. But the worn pages tell the story of a life rising from cerebral palsy. The book feels heavy, with all the complications, but it has triumphs too. Stories of travels and poetic discovery, and photos galore from years of live events. I invite you into the story. When you open the book, you'll feel hints of lavender and lemon, reminders of Avignon and Amalfi, places near and dear to me. I've been through multiple iterations, hardcover childhood, paperback adolescence, ebook adulthood. This is the audiobook era. The story being told now comes directly from me, the author. I'm not holding back. Me as a book is a brand new tome, ready and waiting to be read aloud. So yes, Lisa's prompt wanted me to think, what would I be like if I were a book? Would it be something to read? What would it feel like? What story would I tell? This is sort of a reintroduction of sorts. The fact that I have cerebral palsy, and yes, it's a big part of the story, but it's only one part of it, really. I have my travels, I have my life events, I have the story of persevering through all the difficulty. And there are hints and pieces of me from where I've been in this book. Like the lavender from Avignon and the Riviera, the scent of lemon from the Amalfi coast. It's a book where I would bring you in to my life story with as much detail and immersiveness as I possibly can. And this time I'm the one that's telling the story. It's not the circumstances that I had to deal with growing up, nor any other narrator involved. This book that is my life is told from my perspective. And yeah, it's not always a pretty story, but it's one that tries to be engaging, heartfelt, a real page turner. And the thing is, it's still being written. Like there's no I don't know how it's going to end, and I hope it does not end for quite a while. Like, I feel like I'm only beginning to tell the story that is me, Oswald Perez, aka OP Writer. It's time to change the narrative of what my life has been to what it is and what it will be. Well, everyone, that's it for this week's video. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you guys again next week. Good night, everybody.